So I'm Mercedes, and my thinking for my little short talk here in the Spotlight Seminar focuses on sexual conflict, so a particular mechanism of sexual selection that I'm interested in, as well as how sexual conflict plays out and is modulated by alternative reproductive modes such as parthenogenesis. So the sex in Sex in the Wild that I'm talking about is often marked by coercion or antagonistic activities, and the wild focuses on these harvestmen, or daddy long-legs arachnids, that I study a couple species of in Japan. So here's the audience participation part of the talk. Which one's the male? Okay, this is the male. Correct. And we know this because he's got huge pedipalps, he's clasping a female here, they're either mating or in a sort of pre-mating struggle. So this is what I'm really interested in, because this is a species that's a facultative parthenogen. This female can mate sexually or asexually, and I want to understand why males have particular traits that might improve their abilities in coercion, particularly when they're rare. So this is probably the figure that should just be up for this entire evolution meeting. So I'm not going to go through what the cost of male is, because you know at this point what that is. But my interest here is in what happens when the asexuality is facultative, so females perhaps have a choice, or there are options between reproducing with one mode or another, and how does that affect selective pressure for conflict-based or coercive traits in mating interactions, as we see in males in these species. So, we know from some theoretical work by Kazutaka Kawatsu that parthenogens should be avoiding males, and we should see reproductive isolation between populations of parthenogens and populations of sexuals in short order, and this is particularly true if harassment by males is common. So here it's described as potential reproductive rape, so you can imagine that could be a proxy for abilities to coerce females to mate with them. And if that ability improves, the success of females in reproducing asexually is going to decrease. And in an empirical example from the Bonderiansky lab, we did see that when females are in these lineages where they're reproducing asexually and males are introduced, females have a number of behaviors to try to get those males away from them. So perhaps sexual conflict, this coercive ability, is serving to maintain sex. Boy, this is going fast. Okay, so these are a couple of males of species of parthenogens, these harvestmen in Japan, and broadly I was interested in female biased populations. So these follow this geographic parthenogenetic distribution, where in the south males approach one-to-one with females. In the north and at mountaintops, males are much less common. So I wondered, in these more biased populations, are males better equipped for conflict? And what I found when looking at a couple different measures of this, so in the North American species, there are nuptial gifts given in some groups. These nuptial gifts regions in males from more biased populations are reduced, log scale. And when we look at the pedipalp, so the clasping structures in these harvestmen, in biased populations where males are more rare, among the parthenogens, they have larger tibia, so they are presumably better at clasping. So moving on with this research that I'm doing, I need to know how reproduction is actually partitioned. So we know that females may have an opportunity to mate with males, but are they really? That's something I need to clarify, and I'm doing that with some SNP genotyping right now with clutches of eggs of these super cute little baby harvestmen. And looking at whether females are behaviorally resisting males that they encounter or not will be important for understanding this. So with that, I'm going to thank collaborators, undergraduates, funding sources, you guys, and I'll transition to the next person now.